Hello everyone, welcome to Java Expert. In today's video, we will discuss about REST client. So REST client is a HTTP client which is introduced in Spring 6.1 version. In the previous version of Spring, we were using REST template for a quite long time. So we will just compare what was a REST template and what is REST client, and then we know there is a web client as well. So REST template is a synchronous client, the template method of API. And we know there is a web client as a non-blocking reactive client with Fluent API. And the REST client is a synchronous client with the Fluent API. So basically, REST client is a superset of REST template. So it's like advanced version of REST template is the REST client. So what is REST client? The REST client is a synchronous HTTP client that offers a modern Fluent API. It offers a abstraction over HTTP libraries that allows for convenient conversion from Java object to HTTP request and creation of object from HTTP response. Okay, so there's a quite nice documentation is available in the Spring documentation page, or you can refer all those things. And today we will quickly create a small project and we will demonstrate how we can use REST template to consume other REST service, right? So they are given a code snippet how we can create REST client object and how we can invoke the REST service. So those things are there. So we will create a simple project and we'll see how we can use it. Okay. So let's go to Spring Tool Suite. Okay, so we need a service so that we can create a client component. From there we can invoke the service. Okay, so I have a service already. Since with this account service we have already seen some other previous videos for different topic. So I have taken that. What we're having in this account services, you open the controller. We have a few controller methods. We have create account, then we have get accounts, and we have get account of one particular account area. So this is all the endpoints we have, right? So we no need to go through in detail about this because this is quite a service. This service we are going to consume from the consumer component which we are going to create it, right? So quickly we'll create a consumer component. So new Spring Starter project. Okay, so this is account as a service. So we are going to create the account client, right? So name account client and the basic details you can fill it over there and move on to next. So this REST client is available in Spring 6.1. So Spring Boot version we have to choose 3.2 so that internally the Spring Boot 3.2 will use Spring 6.1. So we'll select the Spring 2.2 version and we need a Spring Web as a dependency. So that's all. We'll create the project. We'll wait for a few minutes. Let project is getting created. Yes, project is created. Okay, so what we can do is we'll quickly create a controller, create a package, and we'll quickly create a service as well. Okay, that's it. And we need a model also. So this is enough for now. So model. So what we are going to do is we are going to consume. We are going to call the account service. So we can get the same model here also, right? What we can do is copy paste the account class here. So I'll just do few changes here. We no need of any database related things here because we just going to use as a Pojo, right? So our model is ready. Let's create a service. Account client service. Okay, this we have to annotate with service. Now we need a REST client object, right? So REST client we have to import from Spring org Spring Framework web.client. Okay, can be auto wired, but anyway, this we have to create the object as well. So what we can do instead of auto wiring this one, we'll use a constructor to create the object, because we straight away we can't do the auto wire. This we have to create the object for REST client. So REST client equal to REST client dot. There are many options. So first, basically, we'll create a simple REST client object without giving any other values. So just REST client dot create. So it will create the REST client object for us, right? So next, we'll create a service method which will return the account and save account, which will accept account as a parameter, right? So here what we have to do is we have to use the REST client. So the major difference between the REST client and REST template is, in the REST client we will use the sequence of method overloading, right? It's like a REST client dot. So the save account in the account service, it's going to be a post method. So dot post. Next we need a URI how to given how to URI. We'll give it later in some. Now I just put like this. And what else required? We need to mention the content type. The content type is it should be a type of media type. Media type dot applications JSON you can we can mention. And what else is required? What is the body which you are going to pass? The body will pass account. That's going to be the request body. And then we will retrieve the response. And what is the response body? Response body again we will get the account as a response. So account dot class. Right. So this straight away we can mention like this. Right. So now our service is ready. Next, we will create a one more service method which will retrieve the specific account details. So you will have a string account number. This will return as client or assessment we get method URI. This will give it in some time. So there is no request content type. So there won't be any body. It will retrieve, and retrieve body it will be account dot class. So that's it. So we have done with our service methods. So only this URI is pending. So we will build that. So we'll go to account service. So this is the first mapping we will put there. Like localhost. Account service will run in 333 port. Banking account, and for this one create account, right? This will be the create account. And this one to get specific account details, the get account. To get account of so we have to concatenate this one. account number, right? Account plus account number, because this will be taken as a path variable here. So that's it from the account client service methods already. Now I will write the controller. Notate with controller, right? Account client service. So public account for this is the post mapping endpoint, save account, request body, right? So now we'll call this one dot save account of account. That's it, right? Post mapping of, we'll just create save account. Next, public account get account. It will be a path variable, right? Going to be string phone number, return dot get account of account number. So this going to be a get mapping get account, right? So our controller also ready, right? So now I think both services are ready. I will start account service first and I'll create, I'll save, we'll save and we'll get the account details using our client. So now I'm starting the account service. So account service is started. Now we'll go to client service, account client. We'll bring up this one. So for account service running in 333 port and account client service, we don't set any port, so it will started with the default port of 8080. Now I'll go to the postman. Okay, I'll go to the postman. So for this is the endpoint, right? HTTP localhost 8080 save account, right? So ACC number 1, and with the other details we will send the request. Yes. So we have called our client service from here, save account, and our client service, account client service, right? Where is the controller? So this one we have called. So this in turn is called the service method, and from service method we use the REST client to call the account service, right? We call this account service, and account service is actually store the data in the S2 database and return the same account object to us, right? So we'll do few more things. Account number 2, yes. Account number 3, yeah. So Save account is working. Now we'll try for get of get account of, for example, we need a account number 3, right? We are getting some error. Yeah, I think there is a mistake we made in here. Right. So we have to mention the path variable here, right? Account number. So we'll restart the service again. We didn't restart the account service, so data will be there in database. We are restarting only the account client service, right? So we'll straight away go to the git account number 3. Again, you're getting some error. Let's see what it is. 404 banking account slash account number 3. I think we made some mistake again. I think we did mistake in the endpoint, I believe. Banking account. This is a banking account. What is it? Endpoint. Okay, banking account, get account, and then phone number. Yeah, this is the thing. That URI we gave wrongly. That's the problem. Okay, let's restart again. Again, we restarted only the client account client application, so data will still in the database. We'll try again. Yeah, now we got the response, right? We got the details of account number 3. Try for 2 and 1 also. 2 and 1. So, right, so it's actually working. We have used a REST client to get the data, and we can able to get the details from account service, right? So we do few changes here as I just show you. I'll stop the client service, right? So when you're creating the account service, right? So if you see here, the URI, we are giving the entire things, right? But this base URL, this is common across all the things, right? We may have a n number of endpoints, n number of services can be exposed, but the base URL will not be changed, right? This localhost or any specific IP or host name, that will be remain same for all the services. So that can not, there's not no need to be mentioned in all the areas again and again, right? So those things we can do it here. So we are creating the REST client object, REST client dot. Here we can use builder dot. Here you can use the base URL. So base URL we can give this one. So here we no need to mention the base URL, right? Base URL dot build. That's it. So now we are mentioning this base URL only once when you're creating the REST client. That will be applied all our methods, service methods, wherever we are going to invoke the actual REST call, right? Now we'll restart. We'll try once again. Start the service. Now we'll go and we'll save something first. Save account. External account number 10 we are going to save. ACC 10 or 1000, something like that. Yeah, it is working, right? We're getting the response. Now we'll use get method also. We have changed both the methods. Get account dot, for example, 1000. This is the last account which we have saved. Yeah, we're getting the response for this also. So, right. So that's it, guys. So this is what I want to demonstrate how we can use the REST client. The beauty of REST client is like we are using sequence of method overriding the methods. It's easy to read and easily extendable. So that's the advantages we have with REST client over REST template. So we have been using REST template for quite a long time, more than 10-15 years now. Spring community came up with the latest version of HTTP client. That's a REST client which you can use it in your upcoming projects, guys. So that's it. I hope you like this video. Please put your thoughts on the comment section and share this video with your friends. I'll see you in some other video soon. Thank you, guys.